Our story really starts with becoming acquainted with Sissy and David through another podcast that I was listening to. And we heard about it and listened to their podcast, Raising Boys and Girls, and was just immediately blown away with the depth of knowledge that they had about both boys and girls, the different stages of development, what children need at that stage, how you can parent through that stage, who they are at that stage. It was just really blown away. I thought it was really helpful information.
She was constantly coming to me with, hey, this is what I heard on this podcast. This is awesome. Sounds like they know our girls, that kind of thing.
So I started reading some of Sissy's other works, and she wrote a book fairly recently called Raising Worry-Free Girls. And as I read that book, it just began to even resonate deeper still. We were walking through a particularly challenging season, and as we read the book, just felt like Sissy knew our daughter and how God created her and some of the struggles that she was having. We kind of began to put some pieces together with the challenges that we were walking through and the information that Sissy was giving in her book. And that really led us to seek further counseling from Sissy and from Daystar Counseling Ministry, which is the counseling ministry that both David and Sissy are a part of. And so we went to Nashville, so they're just up the road, and spent some time with Sissy and some of the other counselors on staff, and just really loved the way they encouraged us as parents with what we were doing, affirmed who we are and what the goals were for parenting, but then also knew our child, and just were able to combine practical counseling help with the truth from Scripture and do it in a way that was so helpful and meaningful for us.
You know, our girl's only 7 years old, but we want to give her the tools now as early as possible to learn how to deal with this growing up. Most people don't deal with their anxieties and struggles like this until they're teenagers or young adults or maybe never, you know. So we're grateful for the opportunity that Sissy Daystar provided for us to be able to address it now and give her the tools she needs now at such a young age.
David and Sissy really focus a lot on developing emotionally, socially, and spiritually healthy children. And so I think all of those components together are what we're trying to parent towards. And I feel like they've really given us the tools to understand who she is, who God created her to be, and how we can intentionally parent with those things in mind.
We were excited to hear that Sissy and David were coming to Living Hope, just because we would get to see Sissy again is one thing, which she was very important to us in a phase of our life, but just to have her coming to our home church was really cool. And also to have opportunity to bring others. You know, we invited folks from the table to come and other neighbors and people that we know it'll be beneficial for them to come. So having them in town, getting people exposed to what they do, it's a good opportunity to do that as well.